G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 19 of our Chaos Warlock playthrough. And this episode I thought I'd start off by seeing if I can replace these shoulders with another pair. Now, the Logorian should drop these every single time I kill him, and I'm hoping I get the level 75 base, preferably with Impervious still on it. But we will see, so it should drop from here. There it is. Mystic of Oleron's Wrath is, it's not great. We did still get 5% physical, and we do have a little bit of piercing on there, so this is probably going to be okay. It's not impervious, but I kind of wasn't expecting that anyway. I'm just glad I got the level 75 base. So, that is going to increase the armor on our shoulders by a little bit less than double, and is definitely worth keeping. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out before we head back to Ultimate is in the previous episode when I was messing with my components here, I forgot to put the augment back on my amulet, so let's go ahead and do that now. And that will indeed cap bleeding resist, which has had a little bit of a hole in it for a little while. Now, the other thing I wanted to do while I was back here in Veteran, actually before I go there, let me just double check. I do want to get the honored merit for rovers as well as the coven, so let's go do that. And as long as I'm there, I'm going to check with the rovers and also the coven and see if they have any augments that can get me a little bit of extra resistance, because I need some vitality, which I actually think is going to be Death's Vigil, but I will check. So there's my writ, and I do have some augments here. Now, this is all rings and amulets, some weapon stuff as well. So I don't think I'm going to get chaos resistance, which is what I want. But let's have a quick look. Also wouldn't mind some vitality resistance. But yeah, doesn't look like I'm getting it from here. Let's just jump over to Homestead quickly and see if I have enough reputation with the Death's Vigil to get some of their vitality resistance augments. I'm kind of not expecting it, but it would be nice. So I do actually have enough to get the Chill Heart here. Now the cold is worthless, the first burn damage is worthless, and 10% vitality resistance is kind of not great. I would need 2 of these, or, well, that's pet stuff. So yeah, I would need 2 of them, and that's kind of not what I'm after. Now, going to Ultimate from Veteran, I think I lose 50% here. Let's see, what do we got? 9% over, 16% over. I probably could use this one. So one of these to get my bleeding resist. Actually, there's literally no point. So I think we might just be a little bit low on vitality for a little while, unless there's something really good over here at Coven's Refuge, which I'm going to check as well. I'm here for the writ mostly, but we may as well check. So honored, we'll grab the writ, and let's have a look here. What do we got? So I'm looking for resistances here, specifically vitality and chaos, although chaos is going to be fixed in 2 levels. It does look like I'm just getting nothing. You get nothing. It looks like all of the good resistances, like this one, would be okay. Requires level 90, and also requires revered, so that's no good. Let's just double check I've got all the honored stuff. So yes, 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 yes. And we're still just respected with the outcast, that's fine. The various cults are going to stay respected for a little while, and that's fine as well. And same with Barahome. Okay, in terms of armor, the next lowest thing I have is my feet, and I believe we'll be buying, actually I'm going to buy them now. But the Black Legion I think has a pair of boots at level 70, which should be pretty much these but better. Let me double check that though. There's also the homestead boots, which could be good. They're going to be high level, aren't they? Okay, so I can't actually buy these yet. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. These are just a straight upgrade, pretty much across the board, assuming you get the physical resistance you need, or the roll for it. Let's have a look at the homestead boots. I think the homestead boots are 65. They also require respected. No, it's level 70. Okay, that's fine. We'll have to find something else, which is not going to be difficult. So let's jump on over to Ultimate, and we can continue on after I check the vendor. So this is my favorite way to get gear upgrades, and what you can do is you just check boots. Now I need armor. That Aether resistance is not worthless, but I don't need it. However, the elemental is a little bit closer. I do need the elemental. Okay, so I need... let's just do a search for Tal Res, which is going to be elemental res. Also do note that I will be getting a little bit less elemental on my helmet. So without an elemental resist roll on my boots, I'm going to be uncapped. That might just be something I have to deal with. Right, so, Darius, Cronley. I haven't killed Cronley. Okay. What are we up to? I guess we got up to the mines. I should have watched the previous episode again before I jumped in here. Looks like we have been... Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I may have left the game too fast. Because I've got the quest to kill Lutra. I don't know what's happened there. We'll go kill Cronley again. I've also got... Yeah, because I've got the Lutra quest, which means I've been through the Arcovian Undercity, so I don't know how Darius Cronley is still a quest. Let's just blow up a few of these arsonists as well. And I need to go back into ultimate mode instead of this is easy, I'm walking through veteran mode. Because these guys could potentially kind of hurt a little bit. I've just done a run through veteran, what is that area called? The area with the Logorian. Just done a run through there where I didn't kill anything the whole way to the Logorian, and then I stood there and blew him up. And I got sundered the whole time, and my health bar barely even moved. So I definitely need to get that out of my head. Pick up some loot, why not? And like I said, I'm going to start checking boots. Because boots are going to be the next thing that I need to upgrade. Killing Cronley's boys will give me reputation with Devil's Crossing, though, so... Potentially, we could maybe buy some Devil's Crossing stuff. It's not going to get anywhere close to revered without doing a lot of runs through here. But, yeah, maybe. Alright. I'm going to have to go back and watch the previous episode. Figure out how it is that I haven't got the Kill Darius Cronley update. Because I'm pretty sure I killed him. Pretty sure you have to kill him to get out of his little hideout area. And I've definitely been through Twin Falls. So, there's a mystery. Anyway, we'll kill Moneybags here. Moneybags drops dynamite. I think it's 1 guaranteed, but it may be like 0 to 2 kind of thing. There's 1 dynamite anyway. And Mage Storm of Thunder could definitely be good for a different build. Where is it? Here we go. It's got a lot of lightning damage on it, I guess. Otherwise, no. These boots have a lot of health and a lot of movement speed, but that's kind of all they have going for them. Alright. We kill Cronley. Before we do that, kill his Aether clusters. Aether crystals. Got a shard and a crystal, that's not too bad. I am so confused. I swear I've killed this guy. I'm pretty sure I mentioned using nullification to get rid of his shield. I'm definitely on ultimate, so yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, we'll kill him again. get out of the Aether rubbish. I think he's got a shield up there. Let's get rid of it. Definitely need to not stand in the Aether. Although Aether resistance, I believe, is capped, so it's not going to be hugely damaging. But you definitely can't just stand there and melt, I guess. Okay, his shield should be coming up again any second if it's not already there. Can't see it. Yep, there it is. So we nullify it. Get out of the Aether. And there he goes. Okay, Mark of the Dreadblade is not something we need. Does have Vitality Resist though, and +3 to Fabric of Reality as well. But no. Harmonious Cronley Signet. Okay. This is a really nice ring. So the Harmonious is giving the poison and elemental. Cronley Signet is piercing, and then Celerity is cast speed, and then obviously all that other health stuff is good as well. Can I swap out, for example, the Gollus ring here? I don't think I can. I think I need the bleeding on that. But this is a very good ring. Harmonious of Celerity is pretty good. I'm going to hang on to that ring. Probably sell it later after not using it, but we'll see. Yeah, see, I've been through here, I've blown the lab up, I've already raided his chest. So, what gives, game? Where's my quest update? Do I already have Twin Falls? I do. I even have Broken Hills, so I guess we'll go turn this in. Maybe I didn't talk to Monet, and so I didn't get the quest flag, but I did kill him, so I should have had it anyway.
Well,
Anyway, is there anything else? I'll speak to Barnabas. Okay, Barnabas is going to send us to Homestead. I'm going to check those merchants. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to check for Tal Res. Whoops. Don't need the achievements, I've already got all those. And, yeah, boots. These ones are not bad. If that was impervious of something with elemental resistance, that would be really good. That's fine. Let's vendor all this. And be on our way. Now, the emissary is Forgotten Gods stuff. I'm going to leave that. Cross the bridge. Oh, okay. Yep. And we're on to Broken Hills. See, we've got the Calderos quest there, which means we killed all 3 of the named undead. It does look like this is where we're up to. So, let's continue on from here. This kind of swirly stuff is a good reason why Agravix's Malice is one of my favorites. I've got this on my dual-wielding Aether Death Knight as well. And you just run along and you'll see procs just fire out all the time. You get hit by something, you, that hurt. Someone here reflective, diseased. Yeah, you're just constantly triggering various procs. It's good fun. Court of the Ancestor. Good resistances, no skills on it though. What other blue item we get? Is that Dead Beater? It is. Okay. And Court of the Ancestor we just looked at. Rare boots. Okay, we've got elemental resistances on these. Bit of piercing is good. No move speed, but... well, let's be honest. These aren't very good. Can I swap them without nuking my elemental resist though? I think I can. I should have 3%. Yeah. Phys res. It might be worth just waiting for a little bit. I was going to say until we get to Homestead. That might be too far. I definitely need to do something about vitality resistance before I get to the trolls in the caves, because they are not going to be fun with the low capped vitality res. That's for sure. Notched bones. That's an axe. Blackwatch seal is going to be a ring. It does have resistances on it. It does have vitality resistances on it, actually. Let's have a look here. What do we got? Vitality and Pierce. A bunch of other stuff I don't need, so I'm not going to wear this. And my current ring, I really need that Impervious Golus's ring, which is unfortunate because of Cage Souls is kind of crap for this build. And, I mean, I say kind of, it's completely useless. It may have, like, a 1 resist on it that's useful, perhaps, but otherwise not so much. Okay, belt and a chest, neither of which is good. Did I end up making the level 50? Yes, I did. The other thing I could do is look at the Coven belt, or even go back to Veteran and do a just quick run through Port Valbury and get the is it Chains for Egrad? Is Arcanist, I think. One of the belts from the Watchers, anyway. I think from memory, there's one that's Shaman, one that's Occultist, or sorry, Shaman, Arcanist, and I want to say there's one other. But anyway, I know there's an Arcanist one in there. I know there's a Shaman one in there. I think it's Ordas is the Watcher for the Shaman, and then Egrad is the Arcanist, and then there's one other Watcher. Could be completely wrong. There might just be 2, but I think there's 3. Alright, these guys also are potentially an issue. The main reason I'm looking to replace my boots is the complete lack of armor on them. And these guys hit decently hard. There's a couple of guys out here that, so the hero mobs, that will net you in place so you can't run away, and then just absolutely eat your face. These guys are the main reason why I don't do totems early, generally speaking. And by early, I mean, you know, before level 10. Because if you get the wrong spawn, you're just dead. And when you're netted in place, the only thing you can do is exit the menu, and at that point, you've lost. Playing hardcore, you exit the menu, you lose. Pausing's one thing, but just leaving while you're in a life-threatening situation, nah, you lost. And don't get me wrong, if that's something you do, that's fine. Everyone plays their own way. Definitely not trying to gatekeep here, but that's the way I play. Alright, what do we got here? Uglack the Immortal. Let's just go ahead and become actually immortal. Alright, got any boots? No one's got any boots today. Maybe once we get to Homestead, we'll start getting some more reputation from them, and look at the Homestead boots. How is our Homestead rep? Decently far away, but we'll be doing all the Homestead quests, which will give a decent amount of reputation, and there's plenty of beasts to kill as well. So these guys, the hunters, I think it is, yeah, there's the nets. Netted in place, and then they just beat you down. Okay, so we've got to kill Vra the Destroyer here. I'm kind of hoping he drops the Mistborn Talisman relic, because then I don't have to come back and try and fight him for it again. My energy bar is definitely going down faster than his health bar, which I don't love. Hey, he just turned around, that's not fair.
That skill's not ready.
I'm pretty sure he's supposed to kind of lock a direction before he does that. Let's just use a healing potion. Let's not try to be heroes here. Okay, we'll just run around a little, get some healing in. Dodge that, and now we should go down. There we go. Mistborn Talisman, lovely. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that later. Hopefully I won't need it, but generally speaking, there's always something you craft that needs one, whether it's a piece of armor or, well, I'm definitely not going to need it for a relic, but generally speaking, you do need them for relics. Haven't exactly crafted a huge amount of relics since 1.2 though, so perhaps they did away with that. Alright, so do we do Pine Barrens first, or do we do Homestead first? That's the actual question at the moment. And I think the answer is going to be Pine Barrens. Today's going to be a Pine Barrens day. But we're definitely not at that point yet. We still have to go into the underground here. And this is the troll section that I was a little worried about the vitality resistance. I think I'm going to go actually and see if I can't find a potion. Because these trolls have an annoying habit of putting vitality damage right underneath your feet. And it's kind of hard to notice sometimes. So let's just see if I can either find some vitality resistance gear or craft a vitality resistance potion. I think I have enough seals for that. So let's go vitality res. There we go. Death Whisper ointment. I need a sanctified bone for those. Jeez. Okay, so I need 4 purified salts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably not the best use of components. I know I get 3 out of this. Before I do that, let's just make sure I don't already have one. I don't. Okay. I guess this does mean that I will have some for when I have to fight Karoz later on. But I still don't love spending Chthonic Seals of Binding on potions. Anyway, it's not 100% required. Maybe I'll be fine. But if I did go in there and died to vitality damage on the floor, and I could have had this potion, I'm going to be upset. I don't want to be upset, so we prepare before we go in. Now once we get in there, if there is a totem, I'm going to do it. I'm also looking for the treasure trove in there, and I don't care about the devotion shrine, although it is a fight kind of devotion shrine, so it's basically just kill stuff, which is XP, and get loot, which is, well, loot. And I do like loot. So, we'll see. The other hard part about this is that I'm pretty sure that's mine. But I'm not sure enough that I want to stand in it. Because these guys do... Well, let's leave this guy alive here for a second, and I'll show you. See that? They're putting vitality sigils on the floor, and apparently freezing me solid. Let's just put a sigil down. It is Icrix that is freezing me, which is weird. I didn't know he could do that. Alright, so Icrix is dead. Elementalists, Icrix Scale of Thunder. Okay, we got all the goodies in one spot. Before I forget about it, let's go get Diala's body. That sounded purple. What do we got here? Plate mail and a Derringer of Scorching. Is that a gun? It's a pistol. Alright, Black Grimoire of Ogden Pet Stuff. Exonerator is a lightning pistol, actually. Okay. And we picked up another gun. Alright, so Ancient Savage Totem. This one could be a little rippy, but it'll be fine. It's not fine. Oh, Jeebus, it's not fine at all. Alright. We need to get rid of these golems ASAP. And they're going to start throwing those rocks at me, which I am not okay with. These rocks are very, very dangerous. There's even more golems now. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go stand over here. And let's see if we can't get a few of these as they run at us. Thin their numbers down a bit. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Still got a few of them. Alright, I think we're good. We are definitely not able to face tank that many rocks to the face. Alright, and we did pick up a recipe as well. Wait, we're not done yet. Okay, we kill the rock dudes first, because they potentially... maybe not one shot at this point, but they definitely hurt. Okay, Mind Warp. I didn't know that had a low-level version. And Glory of the Silver Knight is a helmet. Abolish Evil. Okay, melee stuff, don't care. Mind Warp is really good for that Death Knight that I was talking about before. It's one of the weapons that I use on that build, although it's the mythical version. It's, if you have a look at the weapon itself, 20% chance of 34% reduced target's resistances. I think there's also another one of those with a different percentage, and it may just be Aether Resist, but that weapon is really good. Okay, I don't need to go up that way. I'm actually going to skip the Devotion Shrine, even though, like I said, it is loot. I kind of want to get out of here before this potion runs out. And also, taking a lot of damage from standing there, whether that was poison or vitality, or both. Definitely taking some damage from it. Alright. Let's, Imperial Necklace of the Grove. Not a bad affix. Someone should make a build that uses that. Someone should make builds that don't use that, maybe. Alright, let's just skip through all this. Try not to die to the vitality damage. There are going to be more trolls in the Pine Barrens area, but not so many, and I can skip a lot of them. The Angolia area is probably where I'll find most of them. Alright, let's head for Pine Barrens. I guess I did get a level as well, so go ahead and put some more points in here. Now, do I want more damage? Yes. Do I want possession more? I think also yes. We're at 41, so I need another 5 levels. So we're going to be 74 when we get our exclusive skill. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a thing. What are you? You are a lot of resistances, but unfortunately, I need the bleeding resistance. So I will hang on to that, because that is actually a pretty good chest. 3 resistances above 20%. Bunch of stats, and percentage increased armor is always welcome. I may not be able to use it because I need bleeding res, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, as I generally do, I'm going to run over here, drop a portal. Maybe kind of run away from those a little bit. We've got Regenerator, Overgrown, and Diseased. Yeah, I don't love the diseased ones. Let's just try not to stand in too much while we take out the Regenerator. Oh, he's getting healed. See, this is why I hate the priests. Is he still getting healed? Or is he just regenerating heaps? Just regenerating, okay. Boots? Boots with a ton of bleeding resist and percentage increased armor. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to talk. I can work with these. That's a lot of health as well. Not a huge increase in armor, but still pretty good. I'm going to hang on to those until probably level 70, and then we'll see what we can do. What does this do? This is also kind of decent. I don't think it's enough, though. Alright, so I've dropped a portal there. Let's make the run up to Homestead. We'll clear the portal there. Maybe vendor some stuff. See about, what's his name? Isaiah Redden, see if he's got any resistance potions for me. Ideally, I want Chaos and maybe Vitality. I mean, if there's Vitality there, I'm going to buy it. But I just made a bunch of those, so it's probably fine. Stonehide of Soul Warding is kind of okay. It's not the best, but it's far from the worst. Okay, you need to stop. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's kill these guys first. Where's the other one? There he is. So Harath the Slaughterer. And down he goes. Alright. Am I standing and stuff? I think I am. Anyway, oh, it's just him. Right. So we're into Homestead. We've got the Rift Gate, and I'm going to skip your quest for now. But I will get some XP. Let's take a look at your gear. Now, boots, I think I can sell all of those. What are you? Sharpshooters? No. No bueno. And where is that helmet? This one here. Alright. That is a ridiculously good helmet. Look at all those resistances. What do we got here? We split that elemental to the 3 component parts as well. This is almost... I think this is actually well over 200% resistances and increased armor percentage and almost 800. Okay. That is... I don't need this helmet anymore. I've got this one. Although this does have chaos resistance. I think I'll hang on to this and use this, because that's crazy. Alright, and we can sell the rest of this. These shoulders are decent to look at. It would be hard to justify using them because of the +3 to Albrecht's Aether Ray on the Logorian's Corruption. But if these did have good resistances on them, they also have percentage increased armor and a lot of armor. So you could probably justify using them. Same with... well, these pants are just generic, but if they had better resistances, I could probably use those as well. Right, let's get rid of the rest of these and head on back to Pine Barrens. Do you have any good resistance potions? You don't. What about rings? Nope. Bleeding, though. Bleeding, no. No. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and bank all this, and then we'll head back to the previously placed rift. I don't think I'm going to need this, so I'm going to chuck it in the bank. I'll probably regret that when I get to the cave, but for now, it's fine. Can I do this? No. I need 11% elemental resistance. So, next level, actually. Next level, we're going to be swapping some gear out, which will be before the end of Pine Barrens. Alright, speaking of Pine Barrens, let's head back that way. Probably should have checked dynamite, but that's fine. Got tons of dynamite. Okay, so in the Pine Barrens here, there's a bunch of quests that I'm going to do for Black Legion reputation. It would be nice to get to Revered with Black Legion, but I don't think it's going to happen. Based on experience with the last 2 characters I made, we will get Revered with Black Legion somewhere in the city of Malmouth. And that's fine. Just make a bunch of copies of yourself. I got one of them. Where's the other one? Did I accidentally kill him? He may just be dead already. I ran over there. I'm gonna pick it up. Okay. So, next job, get to the Rift Gate. And then from the Rift Gate, we have kill Marara. Then we have kill Angoliax. And kill old Bloodbrier. Or Briarthorn, or whatever his name is. He's about to be dead. His name doesn't matter. Then from there, we have to kill the Gral Tyrant inside the castle. And I think that's it. I think. I don't need to talk to you yet, so we'll come back and talk to him later. I really wish Agravex's Malice would change color to the Chaos color, because that green is really not good. Anyway, it is what it is. We've got some Aether damage on there, so technically it's correct that it is doing Aether damage. Okay, so Marara, the only thing I really worry about for Marara is dodging the Sunder, because she does hurt if you're sundered. I mean, she's pretty high damage anyway, but if you're sundered, she's really gonna hurt. There's my poison gland that I always forget about. Never something I think about just because it's so common. So when we come up here to fight Marara, things I'm looking for. One, clear the area, so I don't want to fight her and a horde of all this rot as well. And two, are there any goblins? So I don't see any goblin shaman, which is what I'm specifically looking for. Because I don't want them healing her. So I'm happy that she's alone-ish. Let's see if we can get just her. There we go. Alright. Whoops, dodged the wrong one. There we go. Now we get to run a little bit. Okay, this one should be fine. There's the one to dodge. Now we can put a little bit of a hurt on her. And she shouldn't do it again until I've got the dodge back up. There it is. We dodge again. And winner, winner, chicken dinner. Down she goes. So Marara's fangs, some shoulders, and the razor of the venom blade, which is obviously a poison set for, well, I used it on a dervish, but I think it's a nightblade thing more than a specific subclass thing. Alright, so we've got Marara. Let's go get the Bloodbrier and Angoliax. And as usual, I can never remember where the later caves are, so I'm hoping for an early one. Could be here. It's not there. If you then look at this little right angle here, cave could be just here, which it's not. And then if you head directly south from there, cave could be here. And then after this one, I kind of just wing it. The number of times it's not one of those three is low enough that I don't actually remember where the fourth spot is. So it's good that it doesn't show up very often, so I don't need to know that very often. But it does kind of suck on the occasion where it's not one of the three that I know. We could probably just group these guys up. Maybe we run them onto the bridge here. They didn't even make it to the sigil. Disappointing. Alright, coming up on the big lad, Old Bloodbrier, that's his name. Well, let's just go ahead and kill him. There we go, we've got 3 sigils on the floor. A couple of them are procs. And what do we got? Bloodbrier's Thorn, Flesh Eater Leg Wraps, which I don't think are any good. No, they definitely are not. How about Boots? Bleeding and Chaos in one item, and some health. No movement speed. These ones are considerably better. PS Poison, Chaos Res, everything I want. Let's go ahead and chuck those over here as well. I may end up using those. I'm definitely not using those. We will see how the gear swap ends up going. There's the Skull of Gul Amash, which is not horrible for a Vitality caster. It's pretty good. A lot of regen, +2 to Sigil of Consumption, decent amount of offensive ability as well. Not a bad offhand. Obviously no good for us, but it is what it is. Alright, these trolls are probably the most dangerous thing in here. So I guess if I see any of the mages, I need to kill them ASAP. I was about to say it looks like I only got the one pack, but no, I definitely got two. Alright, bone walls are go. Any more trolls, or are we just onto spiders now? I think we're on spiders. Does look like we get to take the scenic route around the rock. That's fine. Anyone who gets close enough can stand in the sigil. Down goes one. Down goes two. Okay, I did see an Of Kings proc there. What was it? Was it pants? Please be pants. Okay, it was pants. Fortunately, I need the resistances on my other pants, but that total speed would be welcome. Alright, anyway, Angoliacs here. Let's go ahead and kill Angoliacs. All of her little friends should more or less just melt around me. Let's go on the other side so I can point the beam at all this mess. Okay, and everybody's dead. Harmonious Angoliacs. It's probably not a bad shout, actually. Let's have a look at that. So compared to my Of the Grove, I would lose the healing proc, which I don't love. I definitely don't love that. And I would gain some minor resistances, but actually lose health. Okay, this is getting worse by the second. What do we got here? Helmet, no. Offhand, two-handed weapon, and a chest piece that yeah, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Alright, let's get out of here. And since we've already come from the door I plan on leaving through, don't have to worry too much on the way back to it. Oh, we do have to go talk to Colin and Olgrim as well. I'll probably forget to do that, run up to where Olgrim is supposed to be, realize he's not there, go, hang on a second, and then I'll figure it out, or I'll remember it. Okay, door number 2 is blocked. How about door number 1? Is door number 1 blocked? It is not. Door number 1. I won't say it's never blocked, but it's often unblocked, shall we say. Alright, we are in Ultimate, and I will be farming Celestial Shrines later, so I am going to actually take a little detour. And we're going to fix the bridge in Twin Falls. Now, there's a couple ways you can get to that area. You can go into... actually, let's do it that way. It's probably the better way. So... is it? Nah, it's probably not, actually. Let's just drop a portal here so we can come back without having to run quite so far. Portal? Portal, portal, there it is. Okay. Personal rift on the floor. Now, I want to get to over here, and if I go this way, then I get to avoid fighting, what's his face with the Aether Pistols? Rudnick. There we go. Names are hard. I get to avoid fighting Rudnick if I go this way, and kind of don't want to really mess with him too much. I don't need his guns, and he is a little bit rippy, so I'm happy to skip him. Priest has got to go. Now, do I have enough scrap to fix this? I do not. I need 10,000 scrap. Which means actually dropping that portal was a complete waste of time. So, 10 scrap. We'll go ahead and sell all of this as well. What were those boots? I did just sell a pair of boots. A Chaos Bolt and some bleeding resistance. Probably not horrible, but also not amazing. Alright, so 10 scrap. May as well chuck all this in here as well. And 10. Done. Alright, let's go fix the bridge. And then run all the way back. So like I said, later, I will be wanting to farm this area for Celestial Totems. Once I'm at the point where I don't just immediately die as soon as I click on it, which is not now, so I won't be doing the Celestial Totem now. Also, I did say I don't want to tussle with Rutnik, so we're going to head south a little bit here and just go around where he lives, which is pretty much here. So we're going to avoid that area. And I'm going to go back to killing goblins, or grobles, or whatever they are. Priests have got to go. My hatred of priests is not irrational, okay? I'm not priest-phobic. It's a very considered and rational hatred. Also, not fear. Hatred. Don't like priests. Or witch doctors. But that's another matter. Alright, let's head inside, and we're going to work our way through here. More or less killing... we'll definitely kill some things, but killing trash is not really my priority here. We definitely will have to kill some, and the doors are a good way of doing that, because everything has to run through the door, so we just maybe throw a seal on it, point the laser at it, everybody melts as they run through the door. Sounds good in theory, anyway. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to kill a lot of these, but I may have lied. That's a dead end. That's a priest. Alright, priest is down, or witch doctor, or whatever he is. Now, from here, there is a... Well, he's got to go. Any witch doctors? Yes, is the answer. And I definitely don't want to be standing in goop, so that's fine. Alright, Sanctus Crest. Okay, this is a really good metal. Maximum all res is, or not all res, but all elemental res, is really good. 4% amounts to basically 20% less damage taken from elemental, if you can cap them all. This also comes with elemental resist. It also comes with Aether and Chaos. Yeah, this is a really good metal that I'm not going to use. Just because I want the extra damage on the seal that I constantly forget to put on the floor. So I probably should use that. But I'm also not going to. Get out the way. Do you mind? I'm walking here. Alright, I think we can just ignore these and go fight the boss. So in the boss room, you want to eliminate healers with a prejudice, which is just always true, but it's doubly true here because this guy is chunky, and having to kill him more than once is really not fun. So, let's take this, Invoker's Blaze, and let's go healer hunting. So before you even worry about looking at the Gral Tyrant, or whatever his name is in here, you want to kill all of the witch doctors. All of them. If there's even a single one left, they're going to heal him to full health after you burn him down, and it's going to be a bad time for everybody. Okay, so Bloodfeast the Ruthless. I should not have come into this fight with an empty mana bar, but did, so here we are. And unfortunately, I think that means I'm waiting for cooldowns. May as well use the mirror, why not? Alright, potions back up. Let's burn. Now the other thing I was thinking about doing, and I might do it in the next episode, but I'm thinking I might change the devotions over to the more offensive spec. I'm not really feeling too threatened most of the time, so it could be good to get some extra damage. What do we get here? Sovereign Shield. Well, not making one of those. Van braces, blah blah blah. Okay, and a one-shot chest. Codex of Truths. Fire and lightning damage, +1 to a whole bunch of stuff we are not. That's it. That's Pine Barrens done. So we'll head back to the Black Legion, folks. We'll turn this in. And that should get us to level 70, and we can do some inventory juggling. What are you doing out here? Need help. And click, 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 click. There's level 70. Black Legion, I'd like to help. Click a whole bunch, and we basically got pretty much a full level there. 2 more in the bar here. 1 more in physique. And we've got some gear to juggle, so let's get that done. Right. So these boots, actually let's do the helmet first. Now I'm going to get a little bit of vitality resistance from this helmet, from the prismatic diamond, so I'm not stressed about that just yet. These boots are going to give me chaos resistance and poison and pierce, so I don't think I'm going to need that anti-venom salve anymore. In fact, I know I'm not going to need that anymore. Bleeding is capped, which is good. Oh, I can't use that yet. Okay, that's fine. So we're at... Elemental's not capped, though. Elemental not being capped is not ideal. I could drop a Riftstone in exchange for, I think it's a Radiant Gem. Let's go sell all this rubbish. Whole bunch of purples going in the trash there. I'm sure nobody will be upset by that. Right. Cronley's Signet here. Bleeding is well over, actually. So once I can use this, I definitely will be using this. Yeah, absolutely. More armor, more stats, even more armor, better resistances, and the skills on the Void Cuirass are not things I need, so absolutely I'm going to be using that. Right, we definitely don't need this, so how's our run speed? Run speed, we need a Mark of the Traveler on those boots. Okay, keep the add-on there, so definitely don't melt Prismatic Diamond. We're still under on Vitality, which is not good, because I've already got Soul Shards on the rings when I would much rather have Ectoplasms. So, not ideal. We can just... You know what? I'm going to keep that. I'll keep that. I'll chuck it in the bank, and then later on, I'll need one of these, and I'll forget that I have that, and I'll make another one. Do I have the Mogdrogan? Did I buy it? Nope. Okay. That's fine. Mark of the Traveler will do the job. And I will definitely have some of those. There we go. Before I put that on, actually, let's just see. Vitality res, that's ring stuff. That's gloves I'm already using. Symbol of Soleil is weapons only. This is not bound. This is bound, this is bound, this is bound. Okay. I think we just go for the Mark of the Traveler on the boots. So that gets us a little bit of regen and a bit of move speed. Still not capped, we've still got 5% we could have, so that's fine, that's fine. Alright, we're waiting for level 75 now for a bunch of gear. And it's time to head on to Homestead. But that'll be the end of this episode, so come back next time for Homestead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.